Greetings and welcome to Yellowstone Ghost Stories, episode number 18, Ghostly Guests at Lake Hotel. Contrary to most beliefs, few spirits haunt cemeteries, although some are known to visit them often. Another little-known ghostly fact is that some souls after death are allowed to choose their place of haunt, while others are inadvertently assigned to theirs. Spirits can be found most anywhere, but they are always there for a purpose. Topping the list of the more shadowy hangouts are places of birth and places of death. But most haunted places were beloved by the person while they were alive. We've also found that although most ghosts haunt alone, sometimes they can become collective. Collective illusions are souls who join together or unite. They manifest as one special being, a force, or split, and take on individual auras of energy. Our opinion is that this story is about a collective of spirits who hold a special love for the beautiful Lake Hotel. In 1886, a site was chosen for a new hotel on the banks of Yellowstone Lake. Construction on Lake Colonial Hotel began in 1889, and it opened to guests in 1891. At first, it was very plain, with little elegance, and resembled other stage shop hotels in the park. Years later, however, renovations and additions transformed it into a grand hotel with just the right touch of Southern charm. Today, the Lake Hotel is proudly the oldest standing hotel in the park. It is indeed a classical beauty, and it plays host to probably half a dozen mysteriously haunting guests. In the summer season of 1927, President Calvin Coolidge, his wife, and son visited Yellowstone, and they stayed at the Lake Hotel. It was noted that the president was a very private man. Besides fishing, he was often found in the relaxing solitude of a wonderful wicker rocker, smoking a cigar. The president must have enjoyed himself because he chose to extend his stay an extra day. In the 1980s, more than 50 years after President Coolidge's visit, a major restoration project was undertaken, and the hotel was restored to its wonderful elegance of the 1920s. Luckily, the park still had many of the original pieces of furniture in storage, and they were brought out and used once again. There is a particular old rocker in the lounge that seems to rock by itself. Some think it may be the president. Some of our spirits are not so famous. In fact, most special identities remain the absolute mystery to all. In the early spring of 1990, Anna, a member of the housekeeping staff, was sent along with other employees to prepare rooms for the summer season. After working each day, she always exercised because there were only a few employees in the hotel and it was still cold outside. Anna jogged in the halls. One evening, as she approached the elevator, she stopped. She said she felt a strong and strange power or energy emitting from what was thought an empty room. The feeling was so creepy it made the hair on her neck stand on end. This frightened her. Anna stared straight ahead, trying not to focus on her own energy, on the room or its occupant for fear of lending it any more power. Then she quietly spoke to it, saying, "I'm not going to intrude." And she slowly walked down the hall. By the time Anna reached the stairs, she no longer felt the power. In 1994, a young employee shared his experience of discovering someone watching him from a hotel window. The young man, originally from Eugene, Oregon, was working in the hotel for his second season. By then, he thought he had heard of all of the local tales about the hotel's ghosts and goblins. Sometimes, he admitted, he even joined in on some practical jokes, even though he didn't believe in ghosts himself. One summer afternoon, while outside, he spotted a young child watching him from one of the small windows in the fourth floor attic. He ran into the hotel and up to the attic, but found only a locked door. A hotel guest once confided that she heard music in the lounge where no one was playing. When she questioned an employee, she was told that the hotel was so old that it was not unusual to be sitting in the lounge alone and hear music of an earlier time. She also confided that she and others even heard dancing music late at night when everyone was settled down for the evening. Years ago, a small instrumental group played each evening in the lounge. Throughout the evening, the group magically transformed into an orchestra as day shift employees got off work and joined the group in their instruments. Our guess is that the musicians return once in a while to share their talents with those of us who stay at the hotel. What's more appropriate to hunt than the century-old Yellowstone Lake Hotel? It is the perfect place. Today we continue to see and hear ghostly visitors. Those spirits, both alone and collective in nature, continuously make it known that they have chosen to visit and perhaps stay. Look for eerie impressions captured in the misty glass carvings throughout the hotel or in the reflections of its imported mirrors. Some souls may be veiled shadows traversing the hallways, while others may be close as the rocking chair next to you. We may catch them watching us or catch ourselves watching for them. They are the collective spirits who haunt the hotel, spending eternity within its walls. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode number 18, Ghostly Guests. And I look forward to seeing you next week for episode 19, The Whisperers of Yellowstone Lake. Take care and be careful. Yellowstone ghosts might find you if you go to Yellowstone National Park in search of them. Bye for now. Take care, and we'll see you next week.